welcome to today's Almost Daily Devotion. We are in the Gospel according to Matthew chapter 9, and we're going to start with the 9th verse. It goes like this. As Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew. Matthew was sitting at the tax collector's table. "Follow me," Jesus said to him, and Matthew got up and followed. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners came and ate with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they asked his disciples, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners." So the metaphor that this makes me think of, the imagery that this makes me think of, is the idea of a hospital. And we don't like to think about hospitals. Hospitals are places people go when not happy things happen. Generally, unless you're giving birth to a baby, I guess that's a happy thing. But otherwise, hospitals are generally places that people go for not happy things. And so we don't like to think about hospitals. But the truth is, hospitals exist to take care of people for the benefit of its patients, to give a place for people to go, to be cared for. And it's silly to complain about people being admitted into the hospital as if it interrupts the smooth running of the hospital. I don't know if that makes sense. The idea that, this would be a good place. This would be a great place to work if only nobody else was here, right? A pastor friend of mine was complaining one time, and he said, "Churches would be great places to be if there weren't any people in them." Right? But it's too easy to think about this idea of isolating ourselves, of becoming insulated with just the people that we already know, the people who are already here. That the idea that the church exists for the sole purpose of maintaining its members just the way that they are and just the way that they like to be. The truth is, the church exists not for its members, not for the people inside of the walls, but the church exists primarily for the people outside, for the non-members of the church. The truth is that as hard as it can be, difficult as it can be, to really allow people a place at the table, to really allow new members and new people to come into your community and to really make an impact, to really find a place there. That's really what Jesus is calling us to do, because allowing a place for a new person, really giving them space, really giving them a seat at the table, is what we're asked to do by God. It's what we're asked to do. But it means that we have to give up a little bit of our real estate. When somebody comes and joins the table and there's already people sitting at the table, but you need one more person to fit, and everybody scoots their chair over so that there's room at the table, and you might be a little crowded, and you might have to eat, a little bit like this. So bringing people in and giving them a place in the church, a real place, requires us to give up something, and that can be hard. But Jesus very clearly tells Matthew here that his job, everything that he's supposed to be doing, the whole reason he exists now, is to give people a place at the table. It's not about the people already in the group. Jesus says that he came not for the people, not righteous, not for the people who already know God, not for the people who already are comfortable in their spot, but for the guy who comes for sinners, for the people who don't yet know God, who don't have a relationship with God. And that may require us to do church different and be different. And it may make us uncomfortable, and it may make us reach a little bit beyond our boundaries of what's familiar. But that is what being church is really about. It's not for the benefit of the people who are already here, for for those who are in need. God bless.